from him, he's either completely popped off or fell flat on his face. I know him from a previous MOBA, and he was absolutely crucial in his team at the time winning the World Championship in that game. So Ellie can certainly get it done, but sometimes, if you put him on Twisted Fate, he gets a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe he falls flat. We'll see if he can bring out something else for him, and I would like to see Team Flash prioritize their picks for him.
What about you, Skimmy? What do you think about this potential mid lane clash that we have here?
Yeah, well, it's funny because we saw that one Twisted Fate game and we're thinking, Ellie, that's not the pick for you. It's not what I associate with your strength. And they've actually banned it away themselves, being on red side, so they want to make sure that Tatsuri doesn't have that flex available for them. When I think of him, I think of hard engage. Now, Aurelion Sol has been his champion. Yes, we've seen it from other teams. We just saw it from SVP, but he was the one that debuted it here at the C Champs and made it the thing that it's now become feared for. Undefeated, but I look at him as a sort of a general of command to say that I will find picks for the champions I play. Ari, Fizz, J4, anything that allows him to get aggressive, anything that allows him to shut down enemy lanes and be a contributing factor. We've even seen the Ashe. Ashe was planted in mid, chucking out arrows all over the show, allowing the rest of his team to look as good as they did. So we could, if this is going to be the Orianna, potentially flex into the bot lane. We have seen teams be quite keen for that, but I would love to see, if it is going to be a control mage, have that punish with some aggression on the opposite side.
Yeah, just to add one more thing, when Ellie was winning the World Championship in that other MOBA with Team Flash, actually, he was in the bot lane playing the ADC, so it doesn't surprise me at all that he's capable of, laying down the fire with an Ashe, although she is ice. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. And honestly, I'm really just waiting with bated breath to see what they pick for Ellie. I don't think that the Kai'Sa is for him quite yet, but we'll find out.
Oh, Alistar. Is this a first?
Yeah. No. I mean, this is a Glory D special. This is his second most played.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the only people that really runs it in this competition when you've got the likes of the Galleon, the Brom, the Rakan, and so on and so forth. He thinks, you know what? Alistar looks good here. I'll be the engaged target. I'll be the knock-up, and I'll be the CC bot to follow things through with. And yeah, they've usually paired that with something like a Kai'Sa, sometimes the Orianna. And we can see that matchup obviously here today. But I guess this focus is all now coming to a head. The final pick here on red side for Team Flash. It's going to be the mid lane. It's going to be the Aurelion Sol again. Let's go!
Let's do it. I do want to see Ellie on that. And yeah, Skimmy, you and I were talking about, you mentioned to me, yeah, I mean, obviously, Glory loves it, that Alistar. Honestly, I'm surprised to see Alistar fall off so hard here. I think that Alistar could be very impactful in this game, and I'm just looking forward to see what Team Flash can bring.
Yeah, I mean the Alistar and the Kai'Sa, that's pretty much like the the El Clasico of the Dragon Lane, and I'm actually surprised. Might have taken this long. Of course, there are other champions that have different kits and all, but I think there's merit to this. And Aurelion Sol, of course, that's signature pick coming in for Ellie. It seems like Team Flash means business over here, but Team Secret, we're gonna see if they can pop off, and it's gonna come down to Tatsuri, of course, in the mid lane. We're gonna see how this match plays up. Team Secret versus Team Flash. Casters, you guys are up.
Welcome to the Evo Como Club. It's Contra as well as Omo.
That's right.
Casting your match here, and this is something that I've been looking forward for. It's Team Secret versus Team Flash, and we've got some interesting draft going on. And this is a lifeline match for Team Flash as well. They need to win games, and Team Secret definitely needs to solidify themselves in the Group B.
Yeah, this match is such a big deal because neither of these teams are safe yet. Team Secret, they're fighting to secure the spot like you mentioned, and Team Flash, they need to claw their way into the top 4. We're just gonna see some pretty exciting mid lane farm sharing to start things off. But yeah, Aurelion Sol once again for Ellie, the Lucian for Tatsuri. I expect to see a pretty exciting mid lane matchup.
And we start off on a really good note here, and just looking at how Azar has been able to also juggle pressure, and somehow both of them are heading down bottom, and that definitely calls for a lane rotation coming out of both Team Secret as well as Flash.
Yeah, I actually didn't notice this, but Flash is actually trying to go for a lane swap. Team Secret responding very well by having their solo laners share mid EXP, using that timing that much easier for them to rotate back down and find the matchups that they want afterwards. Of course, I do want to point out that Tatsuri trading so well in Ellie here in the mid lane.
Yeah, and generally as a Lucian up in the mid lane, you will have a little bit of an advantage over Aurelion Sol, where you could just poke him free.
Yeah, look at that, just dash in.
Yeah, and what could Ellie do about that, right? Like, if he goes up, get some farm, probably if he does have the stun available, maybe he could just do a little bit of trading done. But that's just about it.
Yeah, that's the best thing he can do. And let's take a look at the standings really quickly. I don't think any of us really expected. Like, I was high in the hype train, but I still didn't expect them to come in with 4-2-0s, sitting at 12 points, so far ahead of the pack. I think this is a very impressive performance of them. Joyce, he spots him out.
Oh, Hamas now in an awkward position. He will be having his health being chunked down. Forces a flash out. Joyce getting what he needs, although he didn't get the kill. And with so much vision working spotted out, it's Tatsuri
Huge.
now popped in with the blast cone, and that stun does not connect.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. I think Glory D had the flash a bit earlier there, but now Shy's in trouble.
Oh man, we're seeing Flash City all over the place with Team
Yeah.
Flash playing here. And I don't know what to make of it, because this doesn't seem like it's a clear-cut answer coming from either Team Secret or even Team Flash.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough game for both of these teams, just based on the draft alone. We see Team Secret is starting off aggressive, though.
Forcing Joyce to back away. This blue buff is Team Secret to take while they have the taunt on top of Glory. They will hunt out for that first blood as they Scourge is Alistair out, but Glory will be taken down for first blood. It's a 1-for-1 with Flash joining right in. A flash from Ellie as well pushes them back with his ultimate, and that's where they get a catch onto Hamas.
And that is what we like to see from Team Flash, the aggressiveness, finding these aggressive plays early on, all off the back of Joyce with his aggressive counter jungling. I think if you look at the timestamps, he did not leave Team Secret's topside jungle here for close to a minute. It gave Ellie time to really find timings to shove the wave, rotate in, and Aurelion Sol, we know what he does so well. He finds the angles to roam. Look at this, Shy's just taken down. It's pretty cookie cutter. Nothing out of the ordinary here, just using the Vi ultimate. Team Secret, they're finding trades back on the other side of the map, and that's huge because earlier today, we talked about Azar. We talked about how he's been underperforming and he needs to find his confidence, find his zone to get into. Seems like he's doing so once again on this Riven.
And that's really important as we look at the standings. Team Secret is still not really in the clear just about yet. If they could, of course, advance higher in the Group B, that would be the best scenario. But Shy spots a little bit of danger coming in from Team Secret. Just negate that quickly.
Yeah, they're just going to be able to get out of dodge there. I think Team Secret, they want to find the 2v2s again. They want to find the ideal lane setups. I don't think they want to be in a situation where Flash are just lane swapping on them, and they're exactly trying to do just that. We do see a nice timing for the 4-minute rotation. Everyone's just going to come to the mid lane. They're going to come in, get some push in, and they want to contest the objectives right off.
That's right, and other than Azar, we also spoke about Chewy when he was going on that Zaya earlier today. They looked like it was the best sort of option on the table in terms of execution. So now going on that Orianna at least gives him a little bit more stability in lane, already having that Luden's echo up, and now they contest for that Herald.
Luden's is going to be a very good timing here for him. Of course, Tatsuri buying crit items does not have his item just yet, but let's look at the setup. It looks like Team Flash want to fight.
Team Flash, they're on the ready, but
Oh,
that
nice.
Herald will still go over the hands of Team Secret. Them being pushed right back. Gordy tries to hold a line as much as he can, but good pulverize to stop Team Secret from proceeding even further.
Yeah, indeed, and we do look at the other side of the map. Dialing, he's gonna be farming up a storm there. He's pretty happy being left alone, getting turret plates, getting gold. I think it's a bit of a trade-off here, but if you lose the mid lane turret, that is definitely not worth it for Team Flash.
It's gonna hurt them a whole lot, and with the rest of Team Flash pretty much spread apart, they still managed to go in for a little bit of trade, at least opening up the bottom lane here. And I think that it favors Team Secret so much so that they could possibly get more of those Vision What set up later on and take better control over the river.
Yeah, the main thing right now is you see gold being funneled onto Dialing, but on the other side of the map, Team Secret, they trade for control. Control of the map is so very important, especially when you're playing against a team comp that has Aurelion Sol. He wants to have timings to be able to move around, find avenues to gank and whatnot, but he can't do so if you're taking over the map. And let's take a quick look at the gold count right now. Team Secret is a little bit ahead, but a lot of that gold is in the pockets of Azar, so we need to really pop off here on this Riven. Conversely, on the side of Team Flash, look at Dialing. He's sitting at the highest gold count in the game, and that's because of that Herald rotation. Because he didn't move up while Chewy did, he got a turret entirely into his own pockets. He's going to be the main carry here. But I'm going to say it's going to be very dangerous for Kai'Sa to try to play aggressively going up against Riven. Vi buy out into Shockwave. There's just so little he can do.
Indeed, and when we look at Dialing's recent performances, he's definitely been going on a very constant note. And
Here we go.
Secrets, they managed to still get the Drake with a good headbutt probe rush, and that sets this Riven apart from the rest of Team Secret. Gets picked off instantly.
Gets picked off, gets knocked out, chain CC'd, and Azar might be huge, but you're not huge enough to 1v4. Trevor flashes out, Azar doesn't have his flash, means he is just stuck in no man's land, gets taken down. Let's pay attention to the lane assignments really quickly here. We do see a 1-3-1 come in from Team Secret, which is good for them, because they want to isolate the Lucian matchups, they want to isolate the Riven matchups. On the other hand though, everywhere that Dialing goes, that's basically where Flash is going. Oh, Shy.
And that's where Flash is being popped there by Shy, and
Yep.
he stays surviving under the turret. And even if he buys more time, Team Flash could possibly come in with the Original, who could still turn things around.
Yeah, Ali was coming in trying to save his Baron Lena out. Of course, Shy, he does have the Sterex as well as Barrier available. He had to use both of those to get out of dodge there, together with his Flash. So a lot committed. Next time they go for a gank onto him, he might not be so lucky. And look at the lane assignments right now. It seems like everyone is posturing up towards the top lane. We even see Azar with lane prio making moves to the mid lane to shove that out, translate his rotation, translate his priority from the bot lane to mid to top, and really just take over the map with his gold.
It's really about taking really good control with all these rotation, and that's where
Oh boy.
Stone lands onto Tetsuri.
Nice.
But Assault Baron connects,
Not
and
nice.
Trapper gets kicked right under the turret, and Ellie gets a little bit more room as he flashes
Oh boy.
over the wall, and that is a big whiff of the Shockwave, and Team Secret could have actually landed something right there.
Team Secret, they tried, but the Shockwave was the big part, and I think Joyce, he came in extremely clutch there. Trevor went for the ultimate onto Ali, but don't forget, Ali has Barrier, has Jonius, kept him safe for so very long. That's exactly what you do on this ASO, to be a nuisance, to buy time, to zone control in these team fights. And Joyce came in clutch with the kick, because Chewie, he whiffed the ultimate as well, because he is a marksman player, so we're not expecting him to hit these magnificent shockwaves. At least try to hit someone.
Yeah, definitely needs a few more tries on the ball, as we are looking at who could potentially set things up other than a typical assault battery into the shockwave.
That's really it.
That
though.
was
That's
yeah, and if we look at Hamas, he's busy trying to get those taunts in,
Yep.
and probably if he could come in with a good hero's entrance on top of the ball afterwards, that could be a meaningful chain of connection of Team Secret when they go into some of these team fights.
Yeah, so let's break this down a little bit. If you think about Team Secret's team composition and how they want to approach team fights, a large part of that is very flank reliant. You want to look out for Azar coming in from the flanks especially. If he can get on Ali, if he can get on Dialing, that's going to be huge. Of course, Hamaz as well on the Galio. If you have Flash, it's possible for him to try to be the primary engage as well, but generally he'll want to be secondary. Azar gets caught though.
Dragon's Rage already being utilized.
Oh,
Azar
boy.
tries to find a way out, does use this flash, but will be followed up by Shy, goes in for
Oh,
the dunk.
boy.
Azar tries to make
Oh,
an
boy.
outplay, he gets the kill! Joy's taken down, and it's still going to be 1-for-1.
Wow, he actually did get the 1-for-1 there. That's pretty impressive. I kind of thought he was done for because he missed so many spells. Glory with the cancel.
Now they have to catch onto the Alistar, but he's a beefy boy.
He
Not going to be
is.
able to get a chunk of that Wagyu for now. They will call it off and still get the turret.
They will indeed, and that will just be a bit of a trade there for Team Secret. The gold lead hasn't changed much. They've been sitting at this 1k gold lead for basically the whole game now, since the 4-minute or so timing. Ellie, he's starting to bring the stars in. He's starting to charge up that Spirit Bomb from downtown. And Ocean Dragon spawning means we're gonna see everyone on the map collapsing here on this mid lane.
That's right, you don't really want to have too much Dragon Balls right there. Good taunt onto Tree, but Team Flash, they all
Azar.
clumped up for this. Heroes entrance,
Huge.
knock them out of the air. They buy a little bit more time. And you just look at Azar trying to go in for the chase. He gets caked all the way backwards. Ellie will be able to float right through. Chewie with the flash, he gets the double.
Chewie gets the double, and that was a huge team fight there from Team Secret. They have their eyes on the Baron. Trevor is gonna make his way over. He was trying to do the Dragon, not quite in sync. But that was an amazing team fight from Team Secret, they punished the over-aggressiveness of Team Flash. They were trying to look for the wrong targets. I love the positioning from Hamas and Chewy right now. They want to make sure there's no potential for a steal. I mean, the team fight was magnificent, right? It was set up so you could get Palm and Shockwave. And if we can see a replay of that, I want to look at Azar's approach. It was so creative. He didn't run straight in. Found an angle off to the side so that he could get in uninterrupted onto the backline. 4-man knockup, 4-man stun, 4-man win slash. Amazing gameplay, amazing team fight there from Team Secret to get them to a 4K gold lead.
And if they could emulate that one more time, Team Flash may not really have too much answer. And it was quite a pity that Team Flash also didn't have ward set up at Baron, because Joyce was free to contest that, but he opts for the Drake instead.
It was a pretty difficult situation, right? He had no backup, and he would have to be face-checking into Team Secret. We saw where Hamas and Chewy were positioning. They were aware of the potential as well, so they were on the lookout for a possible steal attempt, and they would have been in position to stop it. So very good presence of mind from Team Secret, even though it wasn't necessary in Jin.
It wasn't, but
what's
we
this?
do have Assault Battery up here. They're chasing
He's
upon
tanky.
Shy, and he's going to be able to pull them
Oh,
all the way
boy.
back. Joyce slash that kick. Here comes Hero's entrance, though, as they will be able to knock those members of Team Flash up.
Look at bot, though.
They defuse it, and we'll be able to get one. Well, the split is going on. What is this going to be resulting to Team Secret just having the greatest of push?
Yeah, and that was Ellie's Aurelion Soul Ultimate expended as well in the bottom lane off our screens to really just clear out the Baron minion wave, to not allow Azar to get this inhibitor for free. Now he's in a bit of a 1v3 situation, but no hot CC, no easy lockdown means that it's just so easy for Azar to dash and run out of that situation.
And that's where they really have to rely on Glory D for most part. And oh,
Yep.
we're killed.
Another kill,
Wow.
but I blinked actually, Contra. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see that kill because I blinked.
It flashed before my eyes.
Yeah.
And suddenly Joyce was down. Definitely intended with that pun, but here comes the TP.
Yeah, they smell blood right now. They want to go for an end.
That's where they will be having Glory D to hop on top of the members of Team Secret. The Team Secret will still claim what is theirs with an in-hip taken down.
Inhib taken down, that's gonna be Team Secret just backing away. Bot lane inhibitor, a tick of health left. Mid lane inhibitor taken down completely. Team Secret, look at the tower counts right now. 7-1. It took them a bit to get going, and Team Secret, I think they're one of the slower tempo teams in the tournament, but that means that they're not gonna risk throwing away their leads here. Of course, with this buy, that's always possible. We saw a couple of iffy situations where he had to dive in to multiple people and kind of got punished. But I think with the lead that Team Secret have, they're comfortable taking about any fight right now.
That's right, just look at the goal lead that they have here. They can close up to 10k if they want to, but if we give more time to Team Flash, they can scale pretty well, and Team Flash might just be having a timer on their clock, because if they drag this on, this is gonna look pretty harsh on them.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Contra. Team Flash, they do have some possible scaling, right? If you talk about late game team fights, Kai'Sa is obviously going to be doing a lot. Aurelion Sol does so much DPS, a deceptive amount, really. And Shy, if he's given time to stack his bleed stacks, to stack his passive onto Hamas, onto Trevor, he can really start to 1v5 in these team fights. But I think we're asking for a bit too much here, because Team Secret's comp just executes so fast. Like this!
Wait! He went in for the crit buff and still walk away with it. Here comes the Assault
boy.
Battery. Perfect connection of Hero's entrance. And that's where Team Flash will just have to back away, leaving Shy behind with the flashes over the wall. Here comes the culling,
Nice.
bringing the health bar slow on this Alistar. And that's where they find one.
That's not going to be game just yet, but that's going to be Baron. Don't forget, they have the Vi for the DPS. They have the Lucian for the DPS. They kind of want to turn, but they don't know they're on a ward right now. This could be big for Flash. Not quite.
Like to hold an opportunity. Oh, just swerves right through. Here comes the taunt though. And Trevor catches them out. Another kill for that Lucian, and Elliot might just be the next one to fall. Flash coming in from Chewy, and he goes on a rampage.
And that's exactly what happens to a Darius when you're playing against high CC team compositions and you have no way of getting in. They do so much CC, they do so much damage that you can't move, you're stuck, you can't stack, you can't heal, and you just get taken down. That's a very rough situation to die to be in. And I think that that's kind of what sets him apart from players like Tanex, from players like Noel. He's really great when he's the pivotal member of your team. when you're playing around him. Joyce, that's a bit ambitious.
Very ambitious.
Shy's not so great when you don't play around him, when you expect him to be weak side, when you expect him to really just be able to perform with little to no resources. He's a bit too aggressive, a bit too impatient, and that's what we've been seeing in the last couple of.
That's right, and we see how Team Secret just tackled that problem with all those lane swaps and just trying to get this Darius not getting any sort of leads in that early game. Now he's struggling, and on top of that, you just look back at that past team fight. Team Flash honestly didn't really have to hop into that brush, and Team Secret just plays so well on those bottleneck corners.
Yeah, they really, really do, and I think the main thing we want to look at right now, look at Team Secret's itemization. Look at the 4 items on Chewy, the 3.5 on Tatsuri. He's close to his eye edge. The damage coming out from these people is going to be huge, and look at Shy. He's sitting on Sterex, that man's plate. He has a proto belt, so he doesn't even have like a gargoyles or like a Jonias to keep him safe. He's trying to itemize into a Triforce, and I feel like this
Pretty
is
late.
just so ambitious. Yeah, it's late for sure, and it's so ambitious. You're already getting one shot in team fights. What's a Triforce really gonna do for you?
Honestly, not gonna be resulting to too much, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
And currently, Team Secret, they're already on the hunt. They will go on to hop on top of Shy, forcing a barrier out of him for the moment, as they will try to claim the red buff, calling just to shove them all the way back.
Yeah, they will take the red buff and they will get out of dodge. I think Tatsuri, Trevor, and Azar, they can treatment this very easily. I don't think that ward spotted them take the blast code, so I don't think Flash are aware just yet. But look at Ori.
Oh, they're chasing on Chewy as well, and Team Secret
Nice.
looks to commit, and Team Flash, they're stuck in the same corner, and they will be able to connect that hero's entrance onto Glory D. Now, with a flank coming
Joyce.
right in, Trevor, though, this is where Glory D goes in for another setup, and another miss of that shockwave. Doesn't really matter all too much. The tongue connects onto Hamas, but he will walk away pretty much with his life bars intact. Billing now going on top of Azar. Azar
so afraid.
just having the production coming from Chewy as well. Now they look to
he flashed our way.
recommit. Once more, pulverize on top, and Azar still managing to find Delling.
nice.
This is huge for Team Secret, and they may be able to ace it eventually, but Ellie
Ellie.
is still
Look at
flying around. Now he's getting punished. Joyce, he's going to be joining from the back, and Chewy now
Oh
all
my.
alone. He might
No
be able to
way.
take down Ellie, though. He's going to be able to shockwave. He gets the kill
No way.
before he fades out.
And we're definitely gonna need to see a repeat of that team fight. So much happened. So much happened that we didn't even notice the minion wave break the bottom lane inhibitor there. That fight started off with Team Secret looking for a turn off the Baron. They went a bit too early. I think they were a bit too ambitious, overly aggressive. Look at Hamas and Chewy. Good flash, Chewy disengage. But right now you need to wait. You need to wait for them to funnel into you. This is not a good angle for a team fight. Chewy cannot get the shockwave off. And Ellie has such a good angle to really just zone away the DPS. And look at Joyce right here. He dives into the backline, he takes down Tatsuri, and you kind of forget about him for a while, but he put it back in your mind. He'll come back later. Secret Azar, he really tries to dive onto this Alistair. That was way too greedy. He needed to just turn with his team. And look at this Dialing, he's so afraid, he's so cautious. He has to use Killer Instinct to get away. And Azar, Q2, Q3, he flashes the wrong direction and Q3's backwards. If not, he would have cleared them all. That was a bit of an unfortunate mechanical mistake. Chewy leaves Shy on 1 tick of health. And look at this, Joyce, I think, fought a TP. He went home, he TP'd back in. Ellie with the stopwatch. Jonias just killing everybody with his stars. Chewy here. This was a nice attempt from him, but Joyce, you're never gonna beat him in a 1v1. He's a Lee Sin. He has Red Smite. He's level 15. Highest on his team together with Ellie and Team Flash. They're looking like they might be able to pull a comeback off here. Elder Inferno is spawned, Contra.
And this is going to be very important for Team Flash if they can secure it. We saw that the last fight, they managed to at least halt that Baron takedown, and this position is going to look pretty dicey for the moment. Team Flash, they're not sticking all together, they're all split up.
All gonna be split up, and look at Team Secret's setup right now. I like Azar's positioning. He's looking for an angle around the back. Chewy and Tatsuri, they're waiting for someone to walk in as well. I think all this is just a ploy, right? You're just trying to distract them. There we go. Yeah, Trevor and Tatsuri start this one off. But look at the other angle. You're not expecting them to come from there, are you?
Not
no, they're
exactly
coming.
the best option out there. And just look at the Darius, he's getting
Contra.
pretty much zoned off by Chewy all alone.
Contra Shockwave has been used. Culling has been used. This could be a win.
It could be a golden opportunity for Team Flash. Now here comes Ellie, though.
Oh, this could be
TP
big.
coming available, and the knockup's coming right through. Team Secret, they focus down Ellie first. They won't be able to have too much of damage to deal
Nice
with.
kick.
Team Secret locks them all the way through. And now with only Joyce as well dealing, they might not be able to survive. To tell the tale, Trevor now just surviving for a little bit more. It's a double coming in for Tatsuri. The last member of Team Flash now taken down. Team Secret marches to the base. And this is game 1 secured. Team Secret will still be able to show what they've got. And now Flash is going to worry in this group.
Flash definitely have some worry right now.
I think that I don't know if going him is the best call right here, but we'll see what they go for.
Yeah, and I
too many
think that you know, James, again, big brain. If you try to sort of, I think he's kind of anticipated that in case they go after him, he probably has something else planned, and maybe it's gonna be like, you know, like kind of like the earlier situation. It's gonna be out of the frying pan and into the fire for Team Flash if they do that. So yeah, gonna be really interesting indeed. Skimmy, any thoughts right now with these initial bans and picks?
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, you're spot on with the money there, Mika, about the Galio being removed. If you are looking to try and impact that James can provide, I guess he's just going to go to Rakan instead, perhaps. Seems to be his next best option if he wants that, you know, game-changing engage. Maybe the Gragas. He's obviously very good at the Gragas. We've seen that displayed here today as well. But just what I mean, look at the focus of these top laners. 3 bans towards it for Team Secret. So you're not allowed to play it. You've got to think of something different. Now, we know that Ellie loves to play the J4 in the mid lane. Joyce can flex it there if need be, so I love the pick straight out the gates to say you're not too sure exactly what this could be. Remove double poke with the Varus and the Ziggs too. So just saying, we just want a team fight you. We don't want any split pusher. We don't want any elegance about it. We just want to, you know, 5 people show up to a fight, another 5 rock up to it. And it's like, who can live?
Yeah, I do like the flexibility coming out here, picking the J4 first to make sure that they throw Team Secret off guard, don't know what's coming out, and the kind of not counter pick, but a similar pick in the Gragas, although we're probably expecting to be on Hammers at this point. But yeah, just basically making sure that you have all options open going forward. Already we have the Kai'Sa Lulu combination. It's going to be really important to see if they can like pop off on that and get to the late game. But wow, yeah, Mundo, it's going to be interesting. Wait, so where do you see this going? Are you seeing Mundo in the jungle, or are you just seeing him?
Yeah, I mean, top lane Mundo.
Yeah.
Because we saw this. This is what they played into one team and actually won with. One team played that comp where they had the Lux and the Sona bot lane to try and punish the Senna. And whilst it did in the early portions of the game, ultimately, you know, it reached a point of power where it was just too much to try and contain this Mundo. So I like this. I imagine it's going to be the Senna Gragas bot side to just go and do battle here with this Kai'Sa Lulu. I'm imagining that's going to be the J4 in the jungle. Ellie's just going to run it back once again with a Cerulean Soul. Why not? I mean, I don't necessarily think he was the problem. They do have the Fiora, so they've got themselves that split pushing angle if they do so like. So I'm just hoping this time around, if it is going to be Shy playing this Fiora, they need to give him enough pressure elsewhere on the map to allow him to split push to break apart this pack. And I guess they're going to be put on a timer because Senna and Mundo, you reach 20 minutes and it might just be game over.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that we've seen Team Secret do 2 games in a row now is kind of predict, at least last game they predicted it, but now they've seen the Aurelion Soul come out from Ellie and they go for the Lucian on Tatsuri to kind of, you know, cancel that out. And, you know, Tatsuri didn't have the greatest time, but, you know, worked out in the end. So we'll see if it happens.
We will see indeed as we head into game 2 between Team Secret and Team Flash. We're gonna see if Team Secret can get this 2-0 finally, and we're gonna see if Team Flash can get that win to balance things out and shake some things in our Group A standings. Casters, over to you guys.
Team Secret, the champions of the Philippines, looking great back in game 1, and now they are bringing their secret weapon Mundo back up online against Team Flash.
Yes,
Omo,
sir.
this is looking pretty hella exciting. What's your thoughts on the draft?
It is. That's exactly how I would describe it. Pretty hella exciting game coming up for us, I think. We do see 2 very contrasting styles in these team compositions, which tend to make for a very exciting game. We see Shy as well as the rest of Team Flash, they want to play for split push. With their tournament lives on the line here, they say, you know what, we're going all in on the Shy basket. We're going to hope that you can carry us. We're going to play for you. Let your Fiora do the work. On the other hand, we have Team Secret. They're going to be running a run-at-you team composition. And look at this. What's this?
Oh, Shy! He's already burning out the Flash. Finally makes it out to safety. And I guess this is just going to be a little bit more of a lot of work for him to do at the very least. to
Yeah,
get through
it's
that
a rough
late game split
situation.
push.
Yeah.
My.
It is. Look at how fast they adapt to this. They realize it's gonna be a dual lane, right? Because they have done this before. Hamas, they leave him to farm with the Gragas. It's okay if you get zoned off. You can farm with the explosive cast, the barrows. You leave Chewy to dual lane with Azar to shut down the opponent Baron laner when they play a carry. So what the Flash do? They swap Ellie and Shy. Ellie can farm from range too. He doesn't care if he's shut down. It's not as important as shutting down a Fiora. And they leave Shy to go 1v1 Tatsuri in the mid lane. Great adaptation here from Flash. And look at this, Shy's winning the trade.
Yeah, and most often than not, against Illusion, you're just gonna get poked most parts of this matchup. But he's gonna be able to fare well enough to hit level 5, and then he starts to be able to be a threat. Now, Hamas, though, starting the red buff, blue buff, I would say. Fight comes in, Flag and Drag, and Glory has just arrived to the scene. Tatsuri tries to secure this one back to the team, and he gets it.
Yeah, the smite was used to keep Joyce healthy, and that means Katsuri comes in, double taps, bang bang, and that's gonna be just an easy blue buff pickup. And what is this in the Baron lane right now? Trevor's just zoning them out.
Oh my, that's a snare on top of Shy. Thank
Nice,
goodness
Ellie
the
gets
rest
away.
of Secret was not close enough. And
Yeah.
Ellie could just slowly clear out the waves, and he's just gonna be bleeding mana at the very least
Yeah.
in order to do so.
It's a very rough situation to be in, but I think at least Team Flash, at least they can say, thankfully, it was not Shy. At least it was Ellie rather than Shy. They really need the Fiora to come online. She's basically the only win condition here. You need her to dominate Mundo in the side lane, to 1v2 against Olaf Mundo, and she's gonna need a lot of gold for that. It's possible, but she needs to be farmed. And even now, this is still hurting Team Flash. Having a 1v2 here in the mid lane for Shy, just to keep him safe, means that yes, one, you develop a lot of resources, and two, Shy shares EXP. That's not something you want. He needs to be high level here. And they're just gonna reset off this, I think, but I want to see if they try to find more ideal lane assignments. Best case scenario for Team Flash, put Shy 1v1 against Hamas here.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the best option available on the table, as they've been playing a lot of musical chair, and at some point, the music's gonna stop, and
Yep.
Team Flash might not have a chair left for them.
Contra, I've never heard it put better than that. That was amazing. They're playing musical chairs right now. That's exactly how we should describe it. And so far it's looking good for Team Secret. I don't exactly know the rules, the rulebook of musical chairs, but Team Secret are winning.
Now, question to you, Omo.
Yes, sir.
There must be a song, right, in musical chairs? What song will they be
It's
playing on
Yakety
this
Sax.
playlist?
It's Yakety
Yeah.
Sax. 100%. This is exactly what we're seeing in this game.
I'm not gonna get to how you want to sing it or so, but as
I'm
we
sorry, I
currently
can't. I'll
go
get
back,
fired from the broadcast if I
yeah,
sing.
we get copyrighted sometimes.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, like, we're just word for that. So, Team Flash, they're still doing it. They're dialing up top,
Yep.
just to match up the tempo once again. But that question goes to who's going to be able to secure the first Drake or Herald? What are the priorities for both sides if they're still
Alright,
going to
so
rock it?
Judging off what Team Secret did last game, I expect them to do it again. Get numbers advantage at mid lane, exactly what they're doing right now, but they're gonna be a step behind, because Flash, they're already here, started it off. Jokes, they're just gonna let it reset, because Dialing has not bought just yet. Wait, why did he reset? He bought one log slot! That's a tilter.
Oh,
That's a
definitely
tilter
kills me.
right there.
I guess that at the very least, Team Secret is not fully committing to the Herald just about yet, but soon enough they will. And Azar, hard to snatch it. Wait, Azar got it? Did he?
Azar got, what, the Scuttlecraft?
Was it blue?
Oh, maybe.
No, not anymore.
But look at the fight.
There we go. Cataclysm on top. The good stun onto Azar. He's dropping low, but he will be able to still find a little bit more room. And Herald over to Team Secret.
Yeah, they do get the Herald, but this is gonna be Team Flash with the inside track now on the mid lane turret. Ali, a pretty good trade there. Tatsuri, no mana, he has to recall. Team Secret, they lose the Herald, but they might get mid.
But
Oh,
there
no.
is Hamas dropping in an explosive cast, finding a little bit more of the space that he needs. And wow!
Wow!
What a killer instinct!
Alright.
That's first blood!
Yeah, while all this is happening, same thing as last game. Team Flash, they're trading objectives for objectives. And they're funneling gold onto the key members. This time it's Shy on Fiora. He's been funneled this bot wave. He's gonna be pretty rich when he comes back. He's a level up on Dr. Mundo. I think things are starting to look up here for Team Flash. Reset from Secret means Dragon's likely theirs as well.
That's right, and currently you also do have the Bureau pick up that 3D force will be able to actually go for better trading. Although Azaria might just look to break wall him eventually.
Yeah.
Just look at them go. Fiora doing much better, just having slightly much of a lead against
It's
this
like
Mundo.
$40 more.
I guess.
A little bit
I'm
of a
not gonna
baller.
do. Well, if it's gonna be ringgit, definitely a bummer. But thank goodness it's a dollar.
That's
So,
fair.
As
Well,
we
since
go
they're a
back into-
Vietnamese team, if it's Dong, even more of a bummer, I think.
Oh my. Now, there's definitely no Heimers here to raise any dongers just about yet, but I do want to see that happen one day. Shy already
It's
playing the
starting.
Grand Challenge.
It's starting,
Well,
Contra. The
this
Fiora
is-
timer, it's ticking. The clock is ticking. 6 minutes right now. I think you give him another 5 minutes, he can take over the game. Team Flash, you just have to hold on for that 5 minutes.
Yeah, and look at what he's got, like 4 HP items, just having the Cinder as well as the Bramble Vest. Yeah, sure, take a lot of damage coming from Shy, and here comes Ellie, paying a little bit of visit. Tries to take all these chunks of power plating as they will.
Trevor's here.
Trevor arrives with Ragnarok
Oh,
now,
no.
trying to take out Ellie, and that's pretty much easily secured because there's no way that he could possibly dive out that.
Contra, actually, I have a question for you. Oh, we're gonna have to hold that thought.
Okay, I guess that Azar will find a little bit more. He still has the barrage. He can pop it, but he
Nice.
will not
No,
survive.
give it to Shy, man.
Not the right person that you want to kill off.
Yeah.
I guess it's still fine. Joyce can
Better than
still work
nothing.
on further items out there. And yeah, you were trying to ask me a question, right?
Yeah, but it seems like they don't want to give us a chance. They just keep fighting. But yeah, I have a question for you, Contra. Do you know the name of any of Aurelion Soul's spells? I don't know a single
Any,
one.
I do play a lot of Aurelion Soul,
Huh.
but most of the time, I just, don't really remember. All you see are stars as well as this giant wall of stun, or
Yeah.
you just swerve through space.
It's
and
pretty
just arrive to the
interesting,
scene.
right? Because when we think of other champions, we kind of know the names like Relentless Pursuit, Grand Challenge. But when I think of ESO, I just draw a blank. It's a bit sad,
Well,
poor guy.
Don't worry, we'll look into that in a bit.
We
so,
will.
so, as we currently look at the bottom lane, there might just be a gang coming up, but
Oh,
Ellie
boy.
will be able to move right out of the way, and that's where they find a golden opportunity to just shove
Poor
in
guy.
with the Herald. So Flash, they will have to make space.
Yeah, don't forget Trevor. Oh, what's this?
Killer Instinct, and that's one tick of health
Nice.
left. Dealing flashes forward for the kill. Still chasing onto Tatsuri as well. This might just be a golden
Huge.
opportunity to take him down. And that's where
And
it's
they
a
get top as
double
well.
rally.
Contra, they kill Azar and top lane turret as well. Team Flash. They're making plays on both sides, and it's working.
It's working so well. And, our dear analysts were talking about them running on a timer. And this is definitely going to be them just smiling their way through and say, hey, if we get this draw, the chances definitely will be great heading into the next matchup here to get out of this group.
It definitely looks much better. The situation for Team Flash, we won't sugarcoat it, right? It's very dire right now. That 2-0 to MBR really hurt them so hard, and they really need to find a 2-0 against SVP to even have a chance of making it to playoffs. And even then, it's not in their hands. They need to hope, the stars align in the rest of the group. But I think they have a very good chance in this game, Contra. It's only a 1k gold lead right now. But do you hear that sound? Tick, 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 tick. That's the Fiora timer, and it's counting down.
Oh my. I guess that we'll just have to slow down the pace for a little bit. Maybe put that stopwatch on.
That's what
We can
Secret are
stop
trying to
once.
do. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so if they get into the late game, you just look at this giant small ball of a death ball running in from inside Team Secret now.
Oh, man,
That's
what's
the
this?
break, that's a Cataclysm, and it's Team Secret to secure it with the Star Surge coming right in. That's a stun, and Hamas buys time.
Oh.
Chewy tries to save the team, gives them a little bit more of a buff, but Ellie gets caught out.
And look at
What
top.
a way to take them all down while there is a split push going. Shy is already knocking on the inhibitor while Team Secret, they're still focused on mid.
That was a bit of a mistake there from Team Flash. They got too bloodthirsty. They smelled the blood in the water and they went for it. But like you said, right, Contra? Giant death ball of a team comp. That's what Secret wants to do. They want a ball, they want to run it. And Team Flash, unfortunately, they played exactly into that. Hamas is in trouble, though.
Oh my,
Oh,
Hamas now taken
man.
down inside of the base. Shy just flexing it out with only a drop of mana left. And there's nobody to punish. Well, Tatsuri,
Joyce, no,
he
don't
does
do
not
it
know.
like that, Joyce.
Come on,
Aw.
get out of the way. All right, Joyce, come on. Okay,
Alright. Luckily,
He's
Tatsumi
out of
tried
there.
to push. Yeah, okay, we can calm down for a second. Yeah, Flash, they were a bit too overly aggressive in taking the team fight. You were exactly right? Team Secret, they want a ball, they want to run at you. Flash, they just need to waste the time of Team Secret. And what I really liked with Flash there was the moment they recognized, okay, this fight is lost, we can't win this fight anymore. You see Joyce on the minimap, he makes a beeline to top lane. He runs straight there, no care in the world. I'm not going to try to help my teammates. I'm just going to go snowball our win condition of Shy. And that's exactly right what they needed to do. They got the turret, they got the kill on Hamas, and right now they're sitting at a bit of gold deficit. I guess it's about even, but Shy's gold, that's what matters. Nothing else in the world matters. 2,000 gold lead on this Fiora, gonna be knocking a bot lane.
I was about to sing a Metallica song to you, but
Which one?
nothing else matters.
Ah.
So, Team Flash, so long as they keep on at this pace, they could potentially give more of a damage output in those team fight as compared to Team Secret, who doesn't seem to have all too much in the back right now.
Yeah, there's not exactly much else they can really do. I mean, Team Secret, they really need to find an angle or avenue to do one of two things. They either need to catch and kill Shy, which is going to be extremely difficult because it's quite easy for a Fiora to run away from an Olaf, to run away from a Lucian, and those are really the only ones that can kill her right now. On the other hand, what they can do is try to force a Baron, and that comes with so many risks. Oh no, Ellie.
Speaking of risks, Ellie now caught out with a cast,
huge.
and Hamas tries to just get out of the way. Well, he managed to do so with Chewie trying to hold down the line. Well, Prepper has already popped the Ragnarok.
Oh, no.
He's going to be running straight to the face of Darling.
Oh, no.
That's where the perfect counter sets up. With the culling being popped as well, Team Secret nullifies that potential trade.
This is really rough though, Contra, because look at the minimap. Look where the wave is for Shy. It's not even close to the turret yet. Oh, but this is good.
They're going in. Body slam. That's big. Team Secret, they look for two pigs, and they get it. Well, Joyce drops right in. Will get
Shy's
rooted
diving.
right down. And right down below, still a 1v1 happening across. And the Moon is losing under the turret.
Of
Well,
course
Joyce,
he
he will be
There we
taken
go.
down instead. Well, Trevor still needs to navigate his way around. It's a double for Chewie.
Double for Chewie, but Shy wins the fight. That's what matters here. The turret's a tick of health as well. He's gonna get that one really quickly. Chewie might kill him though.
Chewie. He's
Unless...
seeing a great
No
opportunity.
mana!
Joyce
No
got no
mana!
mana! Not a single drop of mana. And Chewie has
Oh.
just gotta grit his teeth a little bit harder and just feel glad about that.
Oh, that was so unfortunate. It seems like Team Flash, they have the right idea. They're just a little bit off in the execution of that idea. Look at the random fights that Team Flash are taking in that lane. And you might ask yourself, what are they doing? These fights don't look good. Why are they taking fights? It's to give space and time. Shy. To just find time to hit the turret. Find time to hit Azar. But the problem is, they're doing it too early. Shy's not in position yet. Imagine the first fight that they took with Ellie flying in and they tie up 4 or 5 people. Imagine if they did that a couple seconds later. But we're gonna have to hold that thought though, because Dragon's something out.
Dragon attempt coming from Team Secret. They were dropping down to a corner, and that's where they locked them down with the dome. But the rest of Team Secret, they're looking for pigs! Great cast once more. They find Ellie, and now chasing down onto Dailing. Where is help when you need it? Right there. Flash now just having no more resources left in this fight,
It's a
and that calls
heartbreaker.
for Baron.
It's a real heartbreaker. Team Flash, they're making the wrong moves at the wrong times. Nice
Oh,
from Shy.
Shido.
He can end.
1v1, he can actually end the game. The rest of Team Secret,
Oh,
are
no.
they sure about the Baron? Here comes the body slam. Shy
Messed
now
up.
getting aimed by the Nexus. He gets taken down.
Look at Joyce. He wants more. He wants to steal. No, he can't.
Now, Team Secret having the full space in the Baron pit. They will secure the Baron power play. Then still walk away with a kill against Joyce. Now it's only Glory D. And what can they do about this? Now, Team Secret has unlocked that
TP,
late
they
game.
want to end. They want to end Contra. 20 seconds to Shy. 20 seconds on Joyce. They can do this. It's a 4v5.
Ellie just doing whatever he can right now. Nerf TP comes right through. Ellie will not be able to survive.
Oh,
Team
no.
Secret, they find themselves a win. And they will clean sweep against Team Flash. After all the hustle and the bustle, the noise from the chat, it does not matter as Team Secret will get themselves a great victory.
And that was a heartbreaker there for the side of Team Flash.